Hey guys, back in, at it again. Will I find silver in this hunt? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to go through the first roll and show you what I found today. And it's going to be pretty sweet. I did put it back in the roll, but I ain't going to say it yet until I get to the roll. So let's crack into the first roll of quarters and see if we can find any commemoratives, silver, interesting stuff, like the War of 1812. And this one's going to be Brock. There's a frosted and an unfrosted version of this 2012 quarter, so let's see what other things. I thought that pretty big die clash that I found a couple weeks ago on that one commemorative quarter was pretty interesting in my personal opinion. Well, struck through Greece. My bad. But it was pretty cool. So, I'm not seeing anything in these rolls, but if I happen to find any good colorized commemorative quarters, I'll call you guys back in. But before I go off, I did happen to do another quarter hunt yesterday and found this colorized maple leaf quarter. These are pretty cool. I love keeping these, and I love finding them in good shape too. So, I'm going to go through these rolls and see what I find. So I was showing this to my bank tellers today, but as I was getting a roll bundle of quarters, I happened to have noticed when they were talking to me that they had a bundle of quarters that some of them were marked American, but apparently they gave them out yesterday. But because of that, this roll of quarters here has a silver, and it's actually going to be a Bobcat because I actually showed it to my bank tellers. So, yeah. Got a 80% Bobcat, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sweet. So that's going to be silver quarter 63. Love seeing that. That's 6 silver quarters in basically 8 days. Not bad in my personal opinion. For 7 days worth of bankroll hunting. Coin roll hunting. Sweet, it was a full roll. I always make sure. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the rest of the quarters and make sure that there wasn't any commemoratives or something like that. And I'll call you guys back in if I happen to find something else in these paper wrap rolls. Normally I don't find these, but I found a 2001. Okay? You're probably wondering, well, what's so special about this quarter? This one is a 2001 no P. There would be no P underneath the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. And yeah, this is pretty cool. I normally don't find those, but there's anything else in here? Well, from what I see, so let me go through the rest of these, and I'll call you guys in for the last roll. Final roll of the night. Will I find silver in this final roll? Or did I just happen to get very lucky because the silver streak is continuing continuously, and it seems like it's not ending for me, so it's pretty awesome. Last roll. By the looks of it, I don't think there is, so that's nasty. I'm not seeing much of anything in here, but I'm going to go through these, and I'll call you guys for the wrap-up. So for about a half a banker box worth of quarters, this is what I happen to have found. I found 50 cents in American. Found a 2001 no P quarter. It basically symbolizes that it's not nickel copper plated steel, but it's made out of 100% nickel. Because if I were to put it on a scale, right now. And I compare it to, like, let's say a modern one. This one weighs 5.1 grams. If I were to put a modern quarter on here, it weighs 4.5 grams. And I also happen to have found a silver quarter. The way I usually tell these sometimes is a 80% will weigh 5.8, 5.9 grams. And I could take a 68. They usually weigh a little less, a little under than that, but the better way to usually tell is to basically do a ping test like this. That's what 50% will sound like. Now, here is a 61 that I found yesterday. This is actually 80%. Huge difference in sound. Now listen to this. 50%, 80%, 80%. So I found an 80% silver bobcat. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little bit of a video that I happen to have done. Like, subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate all the people who like my videos and like me basically doing this, because it's quite interesting to see what I can find out there. Sometimes I can find nothing, and lately I've just been hitting it up and getting real lucky. So pretty sweet to have found an 80% silver bobcat quarter today. Nice. Before we go, let's give Queen Elizabeth II a farewell from 1953 to 2022 of being on our Canadian coins. It's pretty interesting seeing the history of what changed. You have a Laureate portrait, and I called the tiara, and afterwards you have the crown, and you have Queen Elizabeth without a crown. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but it's going to be a little interesting seeing what our money will look like from here on out. So stay tuned for more videos down the road, and you know the moral of the story, guys. Happy hunting.